Hello friends, welcome to my channel Aspirantology. Today we talk about my prelims experience. So let's start this video. Actually, you people have asked me so many questions about my strategy, the book referred by me, coaching, did I take or not, number of attempt, and the background about me, right? So let's answering these questions. So the books referred by me is like the same list every another aspirant is following. Nowadays it is very common on YouTube that every second or third person is making videos on what you should follow on particular subject, but because there are a number of resources available, generally people are get confused that what should we follow or not. So talking about books I have referred: polity only Lakshmikant, history only Spectrum, and I did not read ancient and medieval. Actually, I have decided to leave these two topics and making my stronghold on another topic. So I have left this portion. And art and culture, I have selected few topics on the basis of many of the YouTube channels. So I have selected few topics, and based on the previous year questions assumptions as well, like if you analyze the previous year questions, you will definitely get an idea that which topics you should do prepare well in art and culture. So I have done the selected topics only. Geography, I have read the NCRTs only. And for economics, I have referred a Vivek Kumar book. I am not recalling the particular very famous book people are usually following, but I found it very easy. The Vivek Kumar book is very easy to understand, and the language is very good, very nice and layman language. So I just opted this book for economics, and I supplemented this book with his current affairs. He is uploading on Telegram channel as well. And for environment, again I have done a different strategy for environment. So I have prepared the environmental current affair news for 1 year, for past 1 year, and related to those current affair, the static portion I prepared it very well. Like if something is in news, I will be preparing the static portion behind that news. Like if any of the Ramsar site is in news, so I will be preparing myself about Ramsar sites when it is started, like the whole background I can say. So this is about environment. So I guess I have mentioned every subject here. If I forgot anyone, please mention in the comment. I will be definitely making sure that will be like answered. This is the book list I have referred, and after that the question is about coaching. So yes, I am not enrolled in any of the coaching. I have cleared this pre with my self study only. And number of attempt is like this is my first attempt. Actually I have started my preparation in last year, end of June I guess. And at that time I was seriously struggling with understand Lakshmikant and Spectrum. Actually I am not from humanity background, so it was very difficult for me to understand in first hand the jargons and basically the terms used in Lakshmikant. So it was quite difficult for me to understand in a first go. So it took me time, and it took me I guess 2 or 3 months to complete Spectrum and Lakshmikant. And because of I was left very short time after that, because I have to prepare for my optional as well. So I have decided to leave few of the small topics which people usually do prepare in starting, that is like disaster management. Those are very small topics actually, but these are important, like governance, disaster management, social justice, society. These are the topics are which have been asked and usually been asked. So now I am in rush to complete these subjects so that I am able to write my mains properly. And I'm not very sure that this mains I will I will gonna make or not, but yes, I have to prepare and hope for the good only. And the another news is, yes, I am shifting to PJ because sometimes it is hard and it is difficult to manage at home, that you are sleeping and you are waking up as per your family times. And sometimes they are basically also dependent on you and you are dependent on them. So it is not quite possible to follow your own schedule living in between of them. I guess I have addressed all the questions. The one question is left about background. So yes, I am not from engineering background. I am from commerce background. I have done my BCom honors, but it is long back, and I have worked in a good MNC, and that was a monotonous work. So I quit my job and decided to prepare for UPSC blah blah things. And yes, so I am also chasing for my dream as you people are chasing for your dreams. So this is all about me and the books referred, coaching, attempt, background, all the things I have addressed. And now what I suggest you guys, like what I have done for my pre, you can follow that also, and as per using your brain as well. So yes, the CSAT is very important part. So if you are having a stronghold on CSAT or the questions or the mathematics etc., then you need not to worry about the CSAT. But if you are a person who is not from the commerce background or engineering background, then you have to work upon the mathematics, right? So what you should do is every Saturday or Sunday, make sure you have to give your 3-4 hours dedicatedly for CSAT practice. So I'm sure slowly and gradually you will get a stronghold on your CSAT as well. In the initial days, like if you have a year and you are trying to attempt in 20 and 23, then what you should do is now you can start your CSAT preparation like in the weekend days, right? And if the exam is approaching, then you should make these 3-4 hours in your daily or alternate routines. And the simple mantra, multiple times of revision. Any book like Lakshmikant, Spectrum, whatever. I have seen that Spectrum could not give a fruitful result at this time because I guess 2-3 questions are there only. So it's okay, it happens every time. Like I guess last year the ancient and medieval was not there, but this time ancient and medieval was there. So it happens with UPSC, but it is okay. You have to gamble on this game. Prepare well and give a lot of mocks basically, and very important thing is PYQs. Analyze PYQ, but you should not start analyzing PYQ before reading anything. So you have to give a reading one or twice you have to give reading to the whole syllabus of pre, and then you have to analyze the PYQs. Usually people are saying that you have to analyze PYQ previous to your preparation get started. So I would not recommend that thing, because when you are not aware about the whole syllabus, when you are not aware about the things you have to read, how it can be possible that you are like judging the questions? That will, I guess, making you demoralize. I am not very sure, everyone has a different perspective, but this was my opinion. It could be wrong and it could be right for few people. So yes, I did not did this or I did not recommend this practice at the very start if you are a beginner. But if you have read almost everything, you have to analyze the PYQs. Even though PYQs are not repeated in a very like repeated manner, but the few questions are related to the PYQs. I have seen and I have analyzed as well. So as per my experience, I have analyzed. So I can recommend you that if you have read your whole syllabus once or twice, you have to analyze your PYQs. That will really fruitful. And I must tell you guys, if you have read one book for a subject and you are trying to switch on another book, just don't do this. Stick to your resource. If you have read a particular book, just don't go for another book because some topper is telling you that that book is very very nice and he has scored well because of that book. Just don't try to chase so many resources. If you have read a particular book, if you have read NCRTs for polity, just don't try to reach out to other resources. I guess these are the very very sufficient things, because in UPSC we have to read multiple times rather reading multiple resources. So this is very very good thing I have noticed in every of the personal blog or every of the toppers talk, that they are also mentioning that if you have selected a particular number of books and you have read those books, and somehow you are not able to clear the exam, and then you are watching some another's video, another topper's video, and he's saying or she's saying that this book I have read, and you are switching your book, just don't do this. You have to read multiple times which you have read already. I guess I have answered all of the questions, and now even I have done with the suggestions part as well. So this is the time for giving you some another clips. Like this is I'm going to Karol Bagh, or like Rajendra Nagar, old Rajendra Nagar, the hub of UPSC aspirants. So yes, I am about to shift in my PG. Okay, so time to say bye. And even I have to prepare well for my mains. I have to write so many questions. And the last thing is, stay motivated, stay consistent towards your study, towards your goal. Definitely you'll achieve it. Okay, goodbye friends.